Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be doing some more upgrades to the Sig P320. I recently switched up to this TRL-1 HL over the TLR 7A that I had on there before. I just feel like this light is 1,000 lumens, and aesthetically to me, I think it looks a little bit better. A little more weight towards the front of the barrel, which is going to help mitigate recoil. I mean, once again, this is 9mm, so don't really have too much recoil, especially with this comp slide. We're going to see that here pretty soon when we take it to the range, the recoil it's going to have. Today, what we're going to be doing is something that I kind of wanted to wait on doing. I mean, this video I kind of wanted to wait to do to get all the parts. Like I said, I didn't want to keep making a bunch of videos of, oh, here's one part, here's another part, here's another part, and make 100 videos. This video, we're going to be switching the Amory Craft spring tuning kit. That's one of the things that we're going to be switching out. And we're also going to be switching out just some other parts that I got from Amory Craft is the Sig Sauer wood walnut grips. You guys know that I'm a sucker for the walnut grips, and that's why we have them. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be doing this. I was wanting to wait to get the trigger, but like I said in some of the other videos, or at least on one of the other videos, we did have an issue with the trigger in some of the fitment, and it wasn't really working properly. I don't think it was an issue on the company's manufacturer's part or on my part fitting it in. It's just one of those things. There was just tolerance stacking and it wasn't working properly. They're sending out a new trigger. Unfortunately, it's taking a little bit longer than what I would have liked, because I would have wanted to do all this in one video and kind of got everything finished and then take this thing to the range and have some fun with it. But that will hopefully be sometime next week. You know, I guess I still can do a video of the trigger. It's just like I said, I didn't want to make a bunch of 320 videos and show me changing out every single little part with every single video. So without me talking too much, we're going to start off with the spring kit first, and let's just get into that. First, we're going to take out our mag, make sure that we're clear. Stick a little finger in there, you know, finger it up, double check it. Take our takedown lever, slide off. I don't really need the lower part of the handgun right now. The reason why I wanted to get this spring is because I had the old spring from the M18 out. And like I said, with this being the comped slide from the Shiloh, we are going to need a different spring kit, or it's more suggested to have a different spring kit. So with this kit that you get here, you're gonna get 4 different springs. Pretty much what everyone says. It's going to come with the 4 springs, the new guide rod, and this spacer that goes in there to help hold the guide rod in place. So the way that this works is that you have a red spring, a green spring. I don't know how well this is going to show up. The red spring is kind of hard to tell what color it is. It kind of blends in really well. The blue, I'm assuming this is the blue one right there. Kind of see it. And the yellow, which is kind of like a gold color. So the yellow is going to be your 11-pound spring. Your blue is going to be 18-pound spring. So this is the complete opposite side of the spectrum. You're going to have green, which is 16-pound. And you're going to have the red, which, like I said, it's kind of hard to tell any of the red color on here, but red's the last one, so that's your 13-pound spring. What I've heard works best is going to be your red spring, or even some people say the yellow spring. We're going to put this red spring in, and like I said, I'm probably going to take these other springs when I go to the range. At least the green is, I think, what the spec is with your regular stock spring is 16 pounds. So I'll probably just take the green and maybe the yellow, and we're not going to really use the blue. So we're going to put the blue to the side. I mean, we're going to put them all to the side, whatever. And we're going to pretty much use the red spring is what we're going to be putting in here today. Now your little spacer here is going to go with this tip down into the barrel, or into your slide, sorry. It's going to fit right in there flat and flush. We're going to slide our barrel in, and then we're going to set this down and try to finagle the spring. Oh, let's actually put it the other way. So you're just going to put your spring in here just like any other pistol, and I'm going to try to squish it down a little bit to make it a little easier to fit in there. As I struggle with it. Did that thing move? And it did. There we go. I'm just going to grab it right here and kind of shove this down as I'm pushing it in. I made it look a lot harder the first time because our spacer moved a little bit, but now we have that in there. So now that's set aside, we're going to set the slide and this mag to the side, and we're going to get into the grip change. And with these grips, from what I've seen, is it's going to be your 2 screws on each side of the grips, and for your back plate right here, there's going to be a pin, a roll pin that we're going to have to knock out. So we're going to get these bad boys out, set them to the side. So we have our 2 wood grips right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Amory craft and instructions, or whatever that might be. Little fancy sticker. Our back plate right there, which this of course is also made by Hogue. Yeah. Huh. All right, more Hogue grips, huh? I know you guys haven't seen enough of that yet. But yeah. And then right in here we have our screws and a new roll pin, which is nice. These screws look like they already have some red Loctite on them, so I guess we'll be fine with that. If they do come loose later, I guess I'll put some more. So first, we're just going to take these screws out. These are also a flathead screw, which is almost exactly the same as the ones that we're going to be putting back in. But it doesn't look like Sig puts any blue Loctite or any Loctite on these at all. Oh yeah, there is actually a little dab of red Loctite on there. Don't know how well you can see that. And these are also made by Hogue. Hogue makes all the grips. And so here's going to be the roll pin right here that's going to come out. Screws in there a little bit tighter. Which these grips are actually really nice. These aren't the polymer ones. I think they're like the aluminum. I think is what they were. Or no, they do feel plasticky and cheap. There we go. So we got the grips out. Hopefully the pin I picked, that's a little small. Let's get actually a bigger one. There we go. I'll hammer that out there. So we're just going to take this, hold it up on here, give it a couple whacks, and we'll be fine. Actually, this side looks like it started a little more, and this side will hammer it out. There we go. Old roll pin out, and we'll put in the new roll pin, and we'll just put all this old stuff to the side with the old grips. Alrighty. So, and this should slide. Oh, well, I guess it would be smart if I had. Oh, nice. Well, we're going to put some more blue Loctite on this as well. So this is also the Amory Craft Carry Flare Dot Magwell that we have on there. And now our back strap grip can come out. Which that should slide right in. Boom. There we go. And got some blue Loctite right here. And let's get a paper towel. Put this bad boy right back in there. Which I pretty much took all my blue Loctite off when I set it down right there. Put another little dab on it. And there we go. Magwell's back in. Boom. Put our Loctite away, as in over there. So now we're going to get our grips on. Oh, no, we're not going to get our grips on. We are going to hammer in the roll pin. That's what we're going to do. Which we're looking for the more beveled side in there, which that should be fine. There we go. And set it in there a little bit and probably go back out on this side a little bit. Oh, this should be about good. I mean, it's flush, so it's fine. There we go. And the bit I was using for that is a 3/32 bit right there, just to hammer that out. It was a little bit smaller that fits in there, but just about the right size. So now we're going to put our grips on. Boom. There we go. Like I said, you know, I'm a sucker for the wood. Get these things started. And these are just pretty much the final touches. I'm not really sure what else. I think this trigger was the last thing that I had planned for this gun. Like I said, I was kind of on the fence with the light when I was using the TLR 7-A. That is pretty much the better. I mean, the more, I wouldn't say better looking just because I kind of like the way this one looks. But the more flush fitting. Let's not get these things too tight until I break this right now. That was the more flush fitting light. But like I said, this is double the lumens. And in my opinion, I like the look of this one a little bit, this light a little bit better. The controls are probably better on the 7-A or the 7A-A, whatever it might be. Probably a little bit better on that one, in my opinion. So this you're gonna flick up and then it just turns on as I totally blast out the camera, and then it would be, you know, down, up, whatever. The other one, you're just a simple quick push with your index finger, or I mean probably your thumb is actually would be the better choice, would be your thumb, and your finger's ready to shoot. So let me just quit babbling and put these damn grips on so you guys can get on with the rest of your day, right? Or rest of your morning. Like I said, I was really wanting to wait to kind of do this, but wanted, you know, I usually post something every 3 days, so I didn't want to not post today in hopes that it would be here Monday, you know, as I'm filming this Sunday night. Hoping that it would be here Monday and then film me Monday, and, you know, probably, I mean, I probably would have taken it out the same day, but whatever. I just want to do everything in order the way that I have been doing it. So the trigger will be another day, but maybe what I'll do is I will cut that video. I'll do a range day with it and then do it like, take it back down to the tabletop and then install the trigger. But when we do the range day, we'll have the trigger on there. Something like that, maybe. So you guys aren't bored with me just showing you fiddling in my garage with this. But there are the grips. And for some reason, I should have compared the grips, but I guess they're about the same size, but it just feels better because it's wood. That's what it is. But look at that. Let's get the slide back on there so you guys can get a full... Ooh. Ooh, that does feel a lot better with that spring. Maybe it's because it's a bit lighter. I think that, yeah, the comparison on that was, what, 16 pounds to 13 pounds, so your 3-pound difference on your slide. But it just feels better because it's just going on a full one-piece spring, one-piece recoil spring instead of this 2-piece that this one is here. And it's just a one spring, one spring rod, guide rod. But there you have it. These are the AXG grips, wooden grips. I mean, everything's AXG on this. This is pretty much a compact AXG now with a comp slide. I am pretty satisfied with this build as I keep flashing the light. I'm pretty satisfied with this build. It pretty much is exactly how I envisioned it being and looking. After looking online, I'm like, oh, I kind of want to do this, kind of want to do that. And I kind of want to do a build pretty much from the ground up. One thing, like I said, we are going to try these suppressor sight, Armor Glow tall sights out. We're probably going to switch to some that are a little bit smaller than that. I know it's kind of hard to tell probably exactly how tall these things are, but in my opinion, they're just a bit too tall. I want a little bit lower, closer to the bore axis or closer to the barrel, and they're just a little too tall for me already, just seeing them on there. But whatever, I'm babbling on. Once again, here's this beautiful gun. Boom, it is just about complete. Once we get our flat trigger in, this thing will be complete. And I'll be even more satisfied than I am right now. Yeah, that is gorgeous. There you go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you guys are watching this in the morning, as I do post in the morning, have a great day. You know, work week, it is going to be Monday. So, you know, what is it? A case of the Mondays, right? At least you got this to look at. Gorgeous, right? Once again, have a great day. Thank you for watching.